If you get through this workout and you feel a really good pump at the end, then you've done a great job. Your biceps should be pumped like they're going to explode. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. You're watching Harjit Chana. Today's workout, we're focusing on biceps, shoulders and legs. So this is the hard workout routine, building muscle at home, only using a dumbbell. But today I'm also going to be using a resistant band. This is only if you don't have enough dumbbell weight at home to actually do some of these exercises. It's a great way to have a light dumbbell and overload your muscles to still build muscle mass just by incorporating a resistance band. So I'm really going to push through this workout today to really build those biceps. So a couple exercises on biceps to really push and engage and shape those biceps, as well as shaping our shoulders all around and incorporating those legs. We're going to be targeting our hamstrings, our thigh muscles, as well as our glutes. So I'm ready to get started with the workout, guys. So let's go through it step by step. The first exercises and the first circuit I'm going to put together is going to incorporate all three muscle groups back to back before we're taking our rest periods. So the first exercise I'm going to go through is a dumbbell bicep curl. If you've got enough weight load with a dumbbell to hit a 10 to 15 repetition target to hit your failure, then you can go ahead and just use the dumbbell. But if you haven't, like myself today, I'm using a 5 kg dumbbell and I'm going to use the band because I need to create some overload to continue break down enough muscle tissue to rebuild thicker and bigger. So if you've got a band and you've got a lightweight, grab your band and now grab the dumbbell as well. So grabbing the handle of your resistant band and the dumbbell together and just stepping right through the middle of the band. I'm going to go into a dumbbell curl. So with the dumbbell curl, again, just want to keep that elbow nicely tucked in beside the core and then squeeze at the top. When you're doing this exercise, make sure that you're giving a really good squeeze at the top, so trying to bring that dumbbell closest towards the highest of the shoulder position and keep that elbow tucked in beside the core at all times, so you're not swinging your elbow back and forward and you're only recruiting your muscles from your biceps. We're going to jump straight into the next exercise. We're going to focus on our shoulders now, doing a dumbbell overhead press. Again, if you've got the weight, you can continue with just with the dumbbell. Going to work single arm each side, 10 to 15 repetitions. Again, because I've got the light weight, I'm going to again work with the band. This time the side of the arm that you're working is the same side where the band is going to be when you step on it. So I'm stepping it with my right foot because I'm working the right arm here. So you guys, when you're doing this shoulder exercise, you don't want to overstrain your shoulder, so you don't want to be over pushing through the band. So make sure the band, when it has a full stretch, it's comfortable almost to complete the actual repetition, so you're not really overstretching the band, which it fights back to your shoulder joint. And secondly, to do the exercise properly, make sure you got your elbow tucked in and keep that weight sort of sitting onto the shoulder and then pressing through, always keeping the palm slightly turned in from the starting position, and then twist through with your knuckles facing back on the top position. So once you complete the shoulder exercise on both sides, now we're going to focus on the next exercise. We're doing roughly between 20 to 30 reps, and we're going to be doing dumbbell switching lunges. So this time you only need to grab your weight just enough to really impact your legs. This is a great exercise because if you haven't even got enough weight or even haven't got any weight at all, you can still do this exercise with the body weight, and it works really effectively to hit your glutes, your hams and your thighs. So I'm going to go ahead and do switching lunges. So we're going to focus on is actually just switching the weight for the leg that you're actually working when you're pushing through. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and do these lunges. To execute the lunge properly, make sure you got a right angle on the front leg and the back leg when you're going down. So you want to make sure the front leg in a lunge position, your knee lines up with your ankle and your hips line up with your knees on the back leg. And also when you're doing exercise with the weights, when you're doing the switching movement, you want the weight on the back leg of that hand, so it's not the leg you're working. So when you're stepping forward with the opposite leg, you just got to time it well to just switch hands or throw it into the other hand to continue and keep the lunges flowing. So you guys, when you complete 20 to 30 reps, depending on where your failure point is, can't do another lunge, legs are really shaking, find the muscle fatigue and burning up, then that's the point where you stop. And this is the point where we take a strict 60 seconds rest, because we want to move through the workouts faster. We want to build muscle in a good, efficient time frame. We don't want to spend hours here. We want to spend just 30 minutes, get this workout done, break down muscle tissue, and just continue with our day. So take that rest, and we complete another 3 rounds before moving on to the next set of exercises. So that should be halfway into the workout now and getting through at least 15 minutes. And to finish up the remaining 15 minutes, we're going to do a very similar process we just done. We're going to pick another 3 exercises, going to hit another bicep, another shoulder, and another leg exercise in that same particular order, same type of repetitions. And the first exercise on this one, we're going to do the bicep concentration curl. And if you've got, again, enough dumbbell weight, you can continue with that. And if you need to grab the band, you're going to do exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to go a little bit more intense with the band by grabbing both handles. That increases the resistance even more when using the dumbbell. So this time to do this exercise, the arm that I'm working, that's the side that you're going to put your foot into the band. But this time, the opposite leg, you're going to slightly take it back, have a slight hip hinge over, so slightly bending over, just to the point the band is slightly stretched. And here, turning your elbows outwards, so your palms are also facing away from you, the opposite side. Keeping the arm straight. You're going to try and really keep control with the arm here and keeping that position, only move from the bottom half of the arm here. And you want to bring that dumbbell, squeezing it right in between the middle of the chest. And going again for those 10 to 15 reps, and really squeeze and hold it there for about half a second at the top. So completing the same reps on both arms, and again without any rest, just grabbing the weight this time. I'm going to go in for lateral raises, so just working a medial part of the shoulders here. So just standing out, getting a good straight position with your chest out, shoulders slightly rounded back here, and then bringing the arm straight out with a slight bend in the elbow. And only bring it up to your shoulder height. And without any rest again, targeting another 10 to 15 repetitions, we're going to go into a sumo squat. For this one, you're going to grab your dumbbell. Again, if you haven't got that enough weight load, you want to create that extra resistance so you can do those less reps and still torch through the legs here. I'm going to grab that band, and this time, just going to lay the band in a line across the floor, and just stepping on the band in my wide squat position here. I'm going to grab the center of the band and holding that dumbbell in the center as well, so it's going to create that extra resistance while pulling the weight load as well as the band itself, and then going into a squat. And that's it, guys. You're going to have to repeat another 3 sets in total of this to complete up to 30 minutes. So that brings us to the end of the workout, guys. If you get through this workout and you feel a really good pump at the end, then you've done a great job. Your biceps should be pumped like they're going to explode. Your legs should be a little bit shaky because your quads will be fatigued, as well as those shoulders feeling a little bit tired and burning like when you're trying to lift your arm up. So that's it from this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this workout. Smash that like button down below and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll get videos just like this every single week. And for those of you that are really struggling to build muscle, build some mass, and really struggling with your diet at home, I'm going to drop a link down below which you can check out my custom programs and my diet tracking tool. So if you want to join that and go life coaching with myself, so I can actually help you and monitor exactly what you're doing and give you that motivation to do better and start building some muscle. So that's it from this video today, guys. I will see you in the next one. So take care.